The Atlanta Falcons are halfway through the season here in the NFL 2K23 franchise, and we're going to be taking on the undefeated Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Speaking of standings, we're going to take a look around the NFL halfway through the season. The Browns are 5-2, the Ravens and Bengals both 4-3, the Steelers are 2-5, the Colts on top of the South at 4-3. Everyone else there has a losing record. To no surprise to anyone, the Bills are 6-1, the Dolphins 4-4, the Patriots 3-4, the Jets 2-5, the Chargers are on top of the West 6-2. The Raiders have 5 wins, the Chiefs with 4, and the Broncos have just 3. To the NFC side of things, Green Bay 7-1. The Vikings are right behind them, though, followed by the Lions and the Bears. The Buccaneers, the last undefeated team in football, followed by the Panthers and Falcons with 4 wins each. The Saints have 3. The Cowboys are 5-2 and the only team in their division with a winning record. Washington still yet to win a game. Same goes for the Seattle Seahawks over in the West. The Niners lead that division at 6-1. The Rams and Cardinals have 4 and 3 wins. Looking at these stats around the league, Justin Herbert leads the league in passing 2,500 yards. He's on pace to have a monster season. Ryan Tannehill has 20 touchdowns. That's 2 more than Brady and Herbert. Prescott's got 17. Rodgers is one of a few players with 16, but Ryan Tannehill also leads the league in interceptions. He's thrown 13 to Tom Brady's just 1 on the season so far. Jonathan Taylor has 161 carries for nearly 1,000 yards. He's having the monster season. Everyone predicted that he would. Ronald Jones and Raheem Mostert are behind him in rushing, but Devin Singletary of the Buffalo Bills has 10 rushing touchdowns to lead the league, followed by Jones, Taylor, Chubb, and Coleman. Looking at the receiving numbers, Kyle Pitts is going to be leading the league in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. He continues his dominant second season. Mark Andrews is behind him in receptions. Devontae Adams behind him in receiving yards and touchdowns, but nobody is matching our very own Kyle Pitts right now. It is incredible what he's been doing on the field recently. Defensively, Justin Simmons leads the league in tackles with 73, 44 assists for Carlton Davis, 10 sacks for Jeffrey Simmons, and for Cam Jordan. They're both having big seasons. When it comes to interceptions, our very own Casey Hayward and Denzel Ward each have 6. Marcus Mariota has been having an up and down season. He's under 50% completion percentage. He has 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, while the rookie Desmond Ridder, when he's come into play, has 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But that's not the worst part of this offense. We cannot run the ball at all. Mariota's our leading rusher with 201 yards. Cordell Patterson is averaging just over 2 yards per carry and has yet to score this season. Mariota has got himself a rushing touchdown. Our fullback does, and Ridder has run for 2, and that is it on the ground. But, I mean, when you're playing with Kyle Pitts the way that he's been going off this season, maybe you don't need to have the best ground game. Drake London has been having a great rookie season, and Edwards been having a great first year here in the ATL. You also have Zacchaeus, Darby with some of the receiving touchdowns there. Deion Jones leads us in tackles. Hawkins has 16 assists, 5.5 sacks there for Jacob Tuiati Minor. See if I'm not butchering his name there. Then Davidson, he's got himself 4 sacks. Arnold Ebiketie, the rookie, has 2.5, and of course 6 interceptions there for Casey Hayward. AJ Terrell has 4. This might be one of the best secondaries and honestly one of the best defenses in the NFL when you look what we've been doing so far. Kicking hasn't been great, but I put that more on me than on Koo. We are on our bye week, so we're going to take a look around the NFL real quick before we jump into today's game, starting with the Steelers win there over the Eagles. You also have the Lions still holding the Commanders to no wins on the season. They dropped to 0-8. The Texans pull off a big win over the Broncos, and it's time to start hitting the panic button there in Denver. The Seahawks also still winless. The 49ers advanced to 7-1. The defending Super Bowl champion LA Rams hold off the Patriots here 21-14. Then you also have the Arizona Cardinals beating the Miami Dolphins, both teams now at 4 wins. Now we're going to go to Cincinnati, where the Dallas Cowboys and Cincinnati Bengals look to square off. Prescott looking to throw. His pass is going to be jumped, though. It's Eli Apple. He may get flamed, but he also has his big moments. This is going to be a big-time pick 6 for Cincinnati. And that really was the difference in this one as the Bengals defeat the Cowboys 35-32. The Colts pull off a big upset here against the Vikings. Both teams now sit at 5-3 after that 3-point win. The Cleveland Browns get blown out by the Baltimore Ravens 32-7. Odell Beckham went off in that game. You have the Carolina Panthers getting their first win of the season. They pull off the upset over the Raiders. The Buccaneers beat down on Kansas City 38-27. A big win there, and things got worse for the Chiefs. Not just a loss, but also they lost one of their best players, as Chris Jones is going to be out for the next 6 weeks with a broken wrist. We now take you to Orchard Park, where the New York Jets were visiting the Buffalo Bills, and Buffalo was pinned all the way back at their own 2-yard line, just trying to get some breathing room with this run from Devin Singletary. They get a whole lot more than they bargained for, though. 98 yards. Singletary takes that all the way to the crib for the longest play of the season offensively, as Buffalo has now won 6 straight. The Chargers get off their losing streak here as they defeat the New Orleans Saints 34-31. Actually, I think they're on a 2-game winning streak now, back to their winning ways in LA. And the Saints, who lost that game, do pick up Phillip Lindsay on a 2-year deal. Now looking at Tampa Bay, this is after their win over the Kansas City Chiefs, still undefeated. Brady did throw a pick in that game, but also 2 more touchdowns. Leonard Fournette, almost 700 yards. Remember, he's getting close. He's looking to hit the 700-yard mark today. He also has 6 rushing touchdowns. Giovanni Bernard has been a big part of this offense, actually, but they're not going to be with him today. They're also going to be without Chris Godwin, which means Julio Jones is really going to have to step up, and Mike Evans, who's been having a very slow start to his season, is also going to have to be stepping it up. Defensively, Jordan Whitehead, the safety, leads the team in tackles. We know that Carlton Davis is going to have the most assists. Vita Vea has 4 sacks on the season so far, 2.5 for Carlton Davis. Most interceptions also goes to Davis. He's got 4 on the season. That's going to take us down to midfield for the coin toss. Atlanta has won and lost every game this season. Like they've alternated wins and losses, and if that keeps going, it means we won't be able to pull off the upset in this one. Hopefully we can buck the trend, and that starts off good for us. Troy Anderson, the rookie out of Montana State, brings down Brady on the play. As we take a look at the injuries here for Tampa Bay, Davis is a little bit shaken up, but I believe he will be playing some. Chris Godwin is going to be out for this one, though, as is Kyle Rudolph. Flag on the play here as Tampa Bay picks up some solid yardage, bringing on back due to the holding call. 2nd down and 24. Brady throwing that one to the left side, and Terrell's there to break it up, trying to get the pass to Mike Evans. Instead, Tampa Bay is going to be forced with a 3rd down and very long here. Brady's going to be intercepted. Just his 3rd pick of the season. A.J. Terrell going to set us up with some superb field position. You'll love to see it as Terrell gets his 5th on the year. Atlanta trying to get the most out of this one. Mariota looking to throw. He didn't play for most of the last game due to getting sacked on the first play of the game, injured for the whole thing. He gets sacked on his first snap of the game here, able to get back up, but on 3rd down and goal over the middle, Edwards can't hang on to it. We're going to have to settle for a field goal here. As we saw, I haven't been great at kicking so far this season, but this one's right down the middle. Tampa Bay looking to respond after that early interception. Brady throwing that one into a tight window. It's the former Falcon, Julio Jones, picking up a 1st down, and he was interfered with by Casey Hayward. Obviously, they're going to decline the penalty. Brady floating this one to the left side, and it's going to be caught by Scotty Miller. Harris, the safety, looking to make a play, but he didn't. That puts them into our territory now. Brady's pass going to be caught for a short gain. That brings up 4th down and 4. Looking for a field goal here to match ours that we had on our first drive. This kick is up and good. We're knotted up at 3 apiece. Atlanta all the way back on their own 20-yard line, running up the middle. Patterson only picks up 2 yards. Now faced with an early 3rd down. Tipped and intercepted over the middle. It's going to be fumbled on the play. Tampa Bay does recover it, though. So now it's their turn to have some great field position. This one's starting off on our 29-yard line. It's going to be caught by Scotty Miller. Already has his 2nd catch of the game. Coming out in the I formation, Brady is going to be dropped on the play. Deion Jones gets in on the blitz, forcing another 3rd down and long for this Tampa Bay offense. Brady throwing that one into traffic, and he's going to be intercepted again. Hawkins getting this one. He's going to return it out just past the 15-yard line, down at the 17, and that's back-to-back drives where Brady's throwing an interception, and this Atlanta Falcons defense truly looks elite. I mean, just looking at the first half of the season, we just pitched a shutout against Denver, and we've already picked off Brady twice. Mariota throwing that one over the middle, and finally has his first completion of the day. This to Drake London, the rookie, and that's going to make Mariota 1 of 5 passing. Now off of the play fake, Mariota goes down in the backfield. Shaq Barrett makes the play. Third down and long. Mariota looking for his second completion of the day. Over the middle, he's got it. Drake London again on third down. Only 2 completions for Mariota, but they've both come on third down on this drive. That takes us to the second quarter of play. Handoff goes to Patterson on the draw. He goes up the middle, picking up 4. Second down and 6, and it's going to be a play fake again here. Mariota tries to step up into the pocket right into a sack. Third down and 11. Mariota looking for another conversion. Over the middle this time, it's Zacchaeus getting us into Buccaneers territory. Mariota hasn't been great so far today, but he's been good when it counts. Mariota now rolling to his right, and he's going to take off and run, taken out of bounds, making it third down and short. Looking to throw for it here. Marcus Mariota's pass is going to be incomplete off of the hands of Bryan Edwards. Some tight coverage there by Jamel Dean. Edwards wanted the flag. He didn't get it, so we're going to have to settle for another field goal, re-giving us a 3-point lead. Brady and the Bucs back on offense. Over the middle, it's going to be caught. Cameron Brate having to step up with Kyle Rudolph out. Anderson in coverage. He can't make the play. They get near midfield. Over the middle now, Brady's got his halfback, and that's going to be a pickup of 5. Brady's having a very slow start to this game, only 50% completion percentage and 88 yards so far, no touchdowns, 2 picks, but he seems to be getting into a rhythm now. It's Evans over the middle for a first down. Fournette in the backfield, they give it to him on the draw. He's going to fight his way up the middle for a pickup of 5. On second down, they come out in the offset I formation, and Brady's going to connect. It's Julio Jones getting them inside of the red zone. But they're going to be faced with an early third down here. Brady's got time in the pocket, forcing that one to the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. 3 Falcons defenders around Mike Evans, and now it's their turn to settle for a second field goal. This one just up and good, and we're tied up again. Nearing the end of the first half, Mariota trying to lead some kind of a 2-minute drill here, it looks like. Last play before the 2-minute warning, we give it to Patterson. He falls forward for a pickup of 3. A minute 58 left to go. Mariota's dropping back to pass, rolling to his right. Nobody's open, so he's just going to take off and run, doing it himself, forced out of bounds after moving the chains. Second down and 10. Marcus Mariota wanting to throw here, rolling to his left, and he's going to end up taking a sack in the backfield. I think he wanted to go downfield with it. Wasn't decisive. It's going to be third down and long. Looking for the conversion, and there's Kyle Pitts. We haven't called his name at all yet today, coming up clutch on third down. Under a minute left to go in the first half. Now as Mariota's got time in the pocket, throws over the middle there. He's got Edwards who bobbled it, came down with it, and moved the sticks. Marcus Mariota under pressure, and he's going to be sacked again. Tampa Bay's defense seems to just keep getting to him in this one. Dropping back to pass again. Mariota floating that one over the middle. Sharp can't hang on to it through the big hit. Antoine Winfield Jr. laying down the boomstick. Mariota looking to throw again over the middle, and he's going to be intercepted on the play. Tampa Bay has it going back their way on a drive where it looked like maybe we'd at least take another 3-point lead. Instead, they take those points away from us. Just 9 seconds left to go, and Brady's looking to get a little bit aggressive here. We shut that down quickly as Grady Jarrett brings him down. That will take us to halftime now. We're all tied up at 6 apiece. It's just been a battle of field goals. Looking at the numbers, we have not been very good at running the ball with 32 yards, but that's a whole lot better than Tampa Bay's 5 right now. But they've gotten to Mariota 6 times already in the first half. We only had 4 drives in the first half. It was either a field goal or a turnover. Hopefully the second half is a little bit better for us. Trying to squeeze that one in there to Edwards, but they are unable to connect. So now facing an early third down, the Falcons trying to avoid going 3 and out, and we won't. Over the middle, it's Kyle Pitts picking up the first down, keeping this drive alive. Here's a flea flicker as Willie Gallman sends it back to Mariota, heaving that one downfield in the traffic and incomplete. Third down and 9 as we look to try to get another conversion. We've been pretty good on third down today, but not here. Jamel Dean with the interception, and he's looking to take this one all the way back. It's a house call, pick 6 for Tampa Bay, and we finally have a touchdown in this one. It had to come on defense, though, and now we see a change at quarterback for Atlanta. It's Desmond Ridder handing this one off to Patterson. He's only had to come into games this season due to injury to Mariota, but now Mariota perfectly healthy on the sideline. Ridder is under center. And now the rookie's going to be faced with a third down and 7. Ridder's got time in the pocket to throw over the middle, throws into a little bit of traffic. His pass is going to be broken up, and the Falcons are going to have to punt. Coming out in the eye, handoff goes to Fournette. He only had 5 yards in the first half, and there he picks up 7. 3rd down and 2. It's a toss play to the left here for Leonard Fournette, and he picks up the 1st down. That's going to keep this drive alive for Tampa Bay. Split back now. The handoff is going to go right up the middle, and that's going to be another 6 yards. Tampa Bay saw those 5 rushing yards they had at half and said, that's something we need to fix, and they've been doing it so far. That's going to be another solid run. That's a pickup of 3. On 3rd down, they're looking to throw for it. Brady in the flat. He's got Mike Evans, and that's going to keep this drive moving for Tampa Bay. Past the 30-yard line now, handoff goes to Fournette. He's fighting off of every tackler that gets to him, picking up 5 yards. Faced with another 3rd down, the Falcons defense looking to step up, and they do. Grady Jarrett with his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's going to force another Tampa Bay field goal attempt, which is all we've seen on offense so far. That one is up and good, giving them the 10-point lead. That's the biggest lead we've seen from either team so far today. Patterson going up the middle sets up 3rd down and 5. Looking for this conversion, it's the rookie, Desmond Ridder, to throw over the middle. He's got Zacchaeus, and that's going to move the chains. Atlanta needing to put together a good offensive drive here. That's going to take us to the 4th quarter of play. Ridder over the middle, and he's going to thread the needle there to Bryan Edwards. That's going to get us into Bucs territory. Ridder again looking to throw. He's going to dump that one off to Kyle Pitts. He had a man wide open on the left side. Didn't see him. He takes the easy 7 yards. Ridder to throw again, rolling to his right under pressure. An unnecessary rollout comes on 3rd down, 4th and 8, and we've got to go for this. Ridder looking to throw for it. He's got time to the left side, looking for the rookie, Drake London. The pass is going to be incomplete. Looks like Jamel Dean was on the coverage. Tampa Bay's going to take over on downs. This pass is going to be caught by Julio Jones, the former Falcon, making another nice play there, picking up a gain of 6. Now a handoff goes to Lenny. He falls forward and moves the sticks. 2nd down and 10. Brady dropping back to pass, floating that one to the right side. Evan goes up. He gets it, and that's going to just continue to move the chains. Tampa Bay's putting together a pretty solid offensive drive here. Will we get an offensive touchdown in this one? Nice run there, but on 3rd down, they're unable to convert. 4th down and 8. It's another field goal attempt to make it 19-6. Here's Desmond Ridder looking to throw, going to that left side. Sharp gets some separation there, picking up a good gain. Ridder pressured to his right. He's going to stop and fire over the middle. He's lucky that pass wasn't picked off. 2nd down and 10, 2:24 left to go in this one. Trying to do the impossible. Over the middle, Kyle Pitts with a great reception there. He's been having a slow game, but that's still 4 catches for 78 yards. Ridder over the middle, and another pass that should have been picked off for him. There's a flag down, and they're going to get the offensive line with clipping. We hit the 2-minute warning now. This is going to be 2nd down and 25. Ridder heaving this one downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. coming away with the one-handed interception, and that's going to be all she wrote in this one. A lack of offense by both teams. The fans are falling asleep at the end of this one. They can't believe it. Only 1 touchdown was scored, and it came on a pick 6 for Tampa Bay as they remain undefeated. 19-6 is your final score, and they really picked up the rushing yards in the second half. Well, Atlanta really didn't. We did have more passing yards, but that wasn't enough. Tampa Bay's defense stepped up. They had sack after sack on whoever was back there, just getting punished for Atlanta. Ridder will be the starter for next week's game, so a little bit of a change at quarterback there. I like what he's shown us. Maybe not in this game particularly, but especially if you look at like last week against Denver. I mean, he helped us put together a 95-yard drive early on in the game, and the offense just looks a little bit more under control when he's at the helm. So for now, at least Desmond Ridder will be the starter. Looking at the defensive numbers here, Winfield had the most tackles in the game, couple assists there, and look at all those sacks. I mean, 6 sacks between 3 players there for Tampa Bay, another one with a 7th. We did get to Brady a good amount of times, though, and then a lot of interceptions. Brady threw 2. Ridder, I believe, threw 1 or 2, and then I know that Mariota threw a couple as well. Every field goal that was attempted in this one was made, though. Looking at the other games this week, as the Commanders finally get in the win column, meaning the Seattle Seahawks are the only winless team. They drop to 0-9 after losing to the Rams. The Cowboys get a big win there over the Philadelphia Eagles, who are having a really bad season. They are 1-8. The Titans are now 4-5 after they defeat the Bears. Trying to get up to 500 again is Tennessee. The Ravens get a win here over the 2-7 Jets, 28-7. The Colts get a nice win here inside of the division over the Houston Texans. That advances Indianapolis to 6-3. Houston opposite them at 3-6. And they also suffered a bad loss in this one. Houston guard Titus Howard going to be out for the rest of the season due to a pretty severe concussion. Now we're going to go to the Big Easy where Kansas City visiting the New Orleans Saints. Mahomes looking to throw, firing that one to the end zone, touchdown. MVS, Kansas City gets a much needed win to put them over 500. The Steelers fall to the Cleveland Browns here as they get back right 21-18, just a 3-point game. And Cleveland's out here making moves. A couple weeks ago, the Panthers cut PJ Walker. Cleveland, they just go ahead and pick him up. That's a pretty nice addition to their team. Buffalo advances to 8-1 after this 10-point victory over the New England Patriots. The San Francisco 49ers continue to dominate 28-16 over the Carolina Panthers. Now we take you to Lambeau Field. Two of the best teams in the NFL, it's the Vikings and the Packers. Cousins under center. He's going to drop back. Looking to throw here, floating that one to the right side. The pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, Minnesota. That was Wilkins on the reception as the Vikings got a huge win inside of the division, only one game now behind Green Bay. You have the Jacksonville Jaguars getting another nice win here, this over the Detroit Lions. The Arizona Cardinals get another win as they defeat the New York Giants by 14. Here are your primetime players of the week. Budda Baker, you got Stewart, you got Lamar, and Carson Wentz. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, leaving a like is always appreciated. And until next time, this has been Jeffrey reminding you to stay moist.